Hi, I'm Dr. Joan Friedman. Welcome to Twin Tuesday. I got a very interesting question from a follower on Instagram really gives us a lot of insight into important twin dynamics. A mom wrote that her 3-year-old twins, whom I'm assuming are fraternal, though she didn't say because of the issue that she's presenting, that one of the girls identifies as the big twin and her sister as the little twin. And it's come more into focus because the big twin is doing fine with the toilet training, while the little twin doesn't seem to be having any interest at the moment. And the mom was worried if she in some way contributed to this dynamic by telling the big twin that she was older than her sister. So, in my feelings, I really feel this has nothing to do with telling who's older. It has much more to do with the personalities of each girl. So, obviously, the big twin is the more dominating twin in the relationship. She might be more outgoing, she might be more controlling, she might be more intrusive, and that's her personality, and that's fine. And the little twin is obviously more on the shy side, maybe not as able to speak up or talk about what she needs or what she feels. And of course, that's just part of her personality. But when you get this kind of mix in a twin dynamic, the issue is that twins start to get labeled. And that's really difficult. And as they get labeled, they end up living out a personality rather than actually having had the opportunity to become the personality that they are. So I would really like mom to start to intervene and to help the over accommodating twin, the shyer one, to speak up for herself, to help her articulate what she wants and what she needs, and to politely ask the sister to be patient while there's a way of helping the shyer twin speak up for herself. Also, mom might want to think about later on, if this dynamic doesn't diminish at some point, that she might need to put them in some sort of separate classroom situation so that the shyer twin learns to be able to speak up. Because often in a situation like this, if a twin is over accommodating for whatever reasons, she can end up feeling like she doesn't have the right to compete with her sister for anything. And so that whole dynamic between those two ends up identifying how they're going to be later on in their life. And it doesn't really give them the chance to breathe and become their own individuals. It'd be also great if mom could spend some alone time with each one of them. And that's a way that maybe the little twin's telling her that she's more babyish because maybe she needs some more time with her mom, rather than having the twin be kind of maternal toward her in a way that is not the healthiest sort of dynamic. It's what I talk about often, that twins can't be parental surrogates for one another. And parents will often do what they do, telling children their ages or not. I personally never told my boys who was older, because my growing up as an identical twin, I was always labeled as the twin that was 3 minutes older. And it wasn't a very fulfilling and happy thing that I could feel about myself that had any sort of meaning. So for that reason, I take issue with not telling the twin who's older, but I think most people do. And whatever works for your family is fine. Every family's got to make individual decisions. So thank you very much. I'll see you next week.